Youth Beat's training the filmmakers of the future. We have a really robust education programs in film and animation, serving 400 plus students every year. And they're learning how to go out and be a media entrepreneur, camera skills, editing, lighting, sound. All these things that a lot of people go off and pay tens of thousands of dollars to get at a film school or a master's degree. We're trying to create that for Oakland youth here in their hometown, in their public schools, something that they can turn into a career, something that can actually drive their path and their story forward.
That vertigo shot, I kid you not, was the hardest thing to get out of everything.
I bet it was. You got the effect, the intended effect. I'm creeped out.
There's always this dominant narrative that comes out of Oakland. It's a one-sided story. It's the violence, it's the sensationalized, oh no, there's a problem. And a lot of our students are aware of that and want to challenge that.
I had some idea though that I really wanted to be a filmmaker, but no, I just thought that it was just gonna be in my dreams. I just thought it was gonna be in my dreams.
I'm just so proud of Onavid having her come in as a high school student who had only been in the country for less than a year, who's English. I know she was very self-conscious about her English and her accent and everything, and coming into this environment where she's made all these friends, made all these connections to her, and now she has this community, this creative community in Oakland.
I feel like I'm my truest self when I'm creating. I have less worries about the world and stuff like that. I just start to worry most about the film and stuff like that, like 24/7. I'm just like the film.
I think that having so many different perspectives and identities in our classroom setting, first of all, it opens up our students' worlds just in general, just having to interact with different people. And you really see that too when you look at the demographics of our classrooms. It's always Black, brown, queer, trans, Latinx, like all types of different marginalized identities and people from our students and our staff. And those are the folks that don't always get the opportunities.
There is no reason why these kids coming from East Oakland and West Oakland can't be the future directors, the future creatives, the future ad agency producers that are making the media that we're all going to be consuming moving forward. Danielle, for instance, started out as a student. She became an intern for multiple years and then came on board as a teaching assistant, where for years now she's been helping students who were in her chair when she was a high school junior. Now they can look at someone like Danielle and say, oh, Danielle was sitting right here in this class, and now 4 years later she's got a job and she's a successful filmmaker. Maybe I can do that.
I started off as a 16-year-old kid that was just kind of trying to have fun. And now I'm a 24-year-old with a career and responsibilities and a plan, and I don't know how that happened, but I'm really glad that it did. I mean, they gave me a career, you know? They literally handed me a career on a silver platter and said, you know, take this if you want it, and I took it.
I think Youth Beat impacted my life in a way that made me feel more confident. It made me feel more assured with what I do, of my work. So it was really amazing.
So many of these young people have faced such tremendous challenges in their lives, overcoming just to get to the graduation line in high school. And so to know that they have a community that's got their back, that is helping them in their future, whatever they choose to do, is huge.
I just love seeing them go from little high schooler to full-fledged adults, being able to see their finished films and just the look of pride that they have, the community aspect. There are just so many things I love about being a mentor.
Couldn't be prouder of these students, and it's so gratifying seeing them go from a kid who didn't think they could do much to a young adult that knows that they can reach for the stars.